Hi everyone, good morning.
Yeah. Hi, Bhaskar. Good morning.
Very good morning.
Good morning, Bhaskar.
Very good morning. Yeah, so I just opened my data breaks with both the free version and this one. But whatever the stuff I'm having, all this is gone. I think I have to recreate it. I'm just checking that option available or not in the free edition. So that's fine. I'll export this notebook.
Bhaskar, one question. So in the ADF also, we could see some data bricks. So that is also same, Bhaskar, or it's like both are different?
That is used to call this node.
Okay. Through ADF, we can call to this
Yeah.
data brick. Okay.
Yes.
And Bhaskar, one more question. Yesterday you created cluster, right? So in the real time, every time we used to create the cluster, or like only one
No,
time active?
only one time only.
Okay.
One time only. So only here, uh, basically, if it is a community edition, we are going to do only one time.
Okay.
Then to import, let me export and import.
Bhaskar, one more question. So does it possible to save this notebooks, Bhaskar, after completing our work?
Yeah, it will be available in the same place only. You don't need to save it. Automatically, it will be saved.
Okay.
So whenever you open,
Okay.
you will be having it. I'm just checking is that options are available or not. Only serverless only is available. That is fine. Okay, so I don't need to create it. I'm just going to use the same serverless compute. Let's run it. What is this? Which one we have taken yesterday? Only serverless. Let's see more.
Yes, yeah, Bhaskar. General compute we have taken serverless. Yeah,
Let's try again. Some issue is there for me. Okay, then let me go with the legacy only.
I think we need to allow that notification.
Which one?
The notification pop-up will be.
I think our cluster name is like Bhaskar Ram, that one Bhaskar, I guess. Yesterday you created some Bhaskar Ram.
No,
That
this is free edition.
okay.
So this serverless is fine and daily notification.
It is just coming directly this one. Let me create a new notebook. Let's see. Not sure why it is not allowing here. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just take out this from here. So the next is the type conversion we are going to have to discuss about it. Type conversion. Let me increase this size. So type conversion it is used to convert from one data type to another data type. Let's take an example. I'm just going to take, so here that IntelliSense is integrated with this free edition also. It is giving what you're trying to do it. Okay, that is fine. So I'm just going to say A equals to 10. So this is the problem if we go with this one. Okay, so if it is giving IntelliSense like this, then learning point of view, I don't like this. Any option to off it? Okay, I go with
So that co-pilot, can we disconnect? And there is a diamond or star mark.
not a difficult. Okay, so the thing is, when you type something, it is going to expect what you're trying to do it.
Yeah, now after delete icon, there is another icon, no? The star mark. Can we disconnect that one from this?
Where it is?
Yeah, on the top also. Yeah, this
Okay,
one.
edit code with assistant.
So
This is not that one.
the assistant only can see it. In the top it is there, your before your name, the top.
This
Yeah.
one.
No, earlier one. After the workspace.
After the workspace. This one. Okay.
No, assistant.
So you can, it's like a, which one, like ChatGPT or Copilot, something like that it is.
Yeah, I think
Like
I think that will not come as a
convert data types. So it will give the, like, it will give some code how we can convert from one data type to another data type. So yeah, something like this.
but that intelligence is coming from this one only, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah. So I think it will disconnect this one from this screen. I don't know.
I think so. It is not going to be possible because they integrated it.
Got it.
Okay, so because of that reason, even I used to avoid explaining with Azure Databricks. These people brought into here also. I will go with the community edition. I will try to identify is there any option to switch off that.
In Bhaskar, you have any recommendation to create a folder structure here in
We
Databricks?
can have, basically we are going to maintain the folder structure. That will be easy, right, for maintenance.
Yeah,
If you have a multiple products,
Mhm.
you will be having a root folder. Okay, inside root folder, you can have a, let's say I have a 5 products. Basically, people are going to have a different approaches. Okay, you can have a dimensions in the goal layer, I'm saying, and in the dimensions also common dimensions will be there. In the same way, facts, common facts will be there. And apart from that, you can have a inside this we can have a different folders, like depends on your product. You can have a um, folder names. Okay, so it's not like you have to follow in this way or something like that. You can keep everything in one place, or you can keep depends on your requirement. You can create a folders like in the way we are going to create a folders in the system for better understanding. We are going to keep the folders there also. I think it is up and running, not this one. Okay, so a equals to 10. Now I wanted to convert this into other three different data types. Like this is going to be integer data type. From integer, I wanted to convert into float data type. I wanted to convert into str data type, and I wanted to convert into bool data type. So these three data types to from int to all these three data types, I wanted to take it. So for that, I'm just going to say converting from int to float. So here I'm going to say b equals to float of a. So this is going to convert your data type from integer to float, and the result will be stored inside the another variable. You're storing the converted data into another variable. Okay, so if you wanted to see what data type it is there, I can also say here print of a comma type of a. So this type is going to help you to understand what data type it is there inside the variable. So we already seen this type function. In the same way, now I'm converting from integer to float data type. Now the B should be having a float data type. I'm just going to print here also print of B comma type of B. Let's execute it. Now you can see here 10 is there and 10.5. Sorry, 10.0 is there. That indicates the point decimal places indicates that is a float data type. So this is how we can convert from integer to float. In the same way, from int to string also we can convert it. Converting from int to str. So c equals to str of a. Str of a, the number will be converted into string. So when it is converted into string means the number will be there inside the single quote. So that indicates it is a text. It represents a number, but it is of type is string data type. Now I can cross verify here print of c comma type of c. Let's execute it and see the result here. So 10 is not a number. Now 10 is a string data type. And converting from int to bool data type. Now d equals to bool of a. And let's print of d comma type of d. Let's execute it. Now it is saying true. True indicates a bool data type. So since it is a number 10, it is giving true. If I give a 0 here, then it is going to give a false. You can see it. 0 indicates false. Number indicates, even if I say -1, is going to give true because that is a number. Only 0 indicates false and rest of them indicates true if you convert that numbers into bool data type. Okay, is everyone clear? Now I wanted to show you how we can convert from float to other data types. converting from integer to other data types. Converting from float to other data types. So here I'm just going to say a equals to 10.5, print a comma type of a. So it is going to say it is a float data type. Now I wanted to change from float data type to other data types. So in that case, we can say converting to int. Now b equals to int of. So we are going to use this conversion function frequently at the time of a Databricks. Okay, so because we are going to write a Python code only. Inside the Databricks, we are going to write a Python. So automatically the Python related stuff comes into directly here. So int of a and print of b comma type of b. Now you can see it is going to have an integer. So these decimal places are ignored. And next is converting to str. C equals to str of a, print of c comma type of c. Let's execute it and see the result, 10.5. Converting to bool. So d equals to bool of a, print of d comma type of d. So this is how we can convert we can convert the data types from one type to another data type. So wherever there is a text values, if there is a numbers in the form of text values, then we are going to convert them into the number data types, and then we are going to do some kind of operations. So in that case, we are going to use this data type conversion functions. Okay, and you can try from other data types. Two data types are there, right? You can just try from str to other types. Let me show you this one, no problem. So let's say a equals to 10. So text values you cannot convert into numbers. Let's say, for example, I have a ABC. If you try to convert into int of a, is not going to be possible. Okay, that should be number. If it is representing a number, then it is possible to convert it. Okay, in that case only we convert. Okay, otherwise we don't convert it. The reason why we are going to convert this text into numbers is because this is a number. The original text values, I mean to say the alphabets or special characters, if there is, then we cannot convert it. Okay, so I'm just going to say print of a comma type of a. So you're having this, and let's convert into int. So b equals to int of a, print of b comma type of b. So in this case only it is going to show you here. You can see and c equals to convert into float. C equals to float of a. So print of c comma type of c. Now you can say 10.5 is a float data type. and then convert into bool data type. Now D equals to bool of A, print of D comma type of D. So like this you can do it, and let's do this one also from bool data type. So A equals to, I'm just going to say true, and then I wanted to convert it other data types, print of A comma type of A. So you can see here what result is going to get. It's a true of type is bool data type. I wanted to convert into string data type, convert to integer. B equals to int of A, print of B comma type of B. It is going to get 1. So true indicates 1 and false indicates 0. Okay, so when you convert this true into integer, then that will be converted as a 1. Convert to float. C equals to float of A and print of C comma type of C. So let's execute and see. Here 1.0 is coming here. And let's convert this into text. D equals to str, str of A, print of D comma type of D. So true is coming, the true is converted as a string value. Okay, so this is how we can convert from one data type to another data type. So I can simply find the name of the data type is going to be the name of the function, as simple as that, in order to convert it. So all these things are going to help you to store a single value. If you wanted to store the single value, then this is how we are going to store only single value. And these data types we can say fundamental data type. These data types we can say fundamental data types or primary data types, whatever the naming standard that you can feel that. And these data types are I forgot the naming standard, man. Yeah, so these data types are immutable data types. Immutable data types. So immutable data types means we cannot change the value, we cannot change the data types directly here. So here is saying I'm converting from one data type to another data type. Okay, so data type value cannot be changed. Data type value cannot be changed directly. Okay, so you can let me say something like this: a equals to 10. If I say, then print of a comma type of a comma id of a. And I'm just going to say b a equals to 20. Here, so a is there with the 10, and again b equal, I'm just giving a equals to 20. So you may think that like a is a variable and there is a 10, and again you're assigning it 20, so it will take out this 10 and keep the 20. If that is the case, then address would be same. Address would be same, but here you can say address is not same. So that means what happens here is, when you create a variable, it keeps the 10 when this is executed, And when the second assignment is executed, what happens is for the same A, another memory will be created and this will be pointed to this. And this will be discarded from the RAM. Okay, so because of that reason, you can say address is changed. And whenever I am going to print it, it will never show this value and it is always going to show the latest one because this will be removed from the RAM. Okay, you got my point, right? So because of that reason, we can say these data types are immutable data types. You cannot change. Okay, so
but
that is,
this is like a Python property, right?
of course, Python only it is. I'm talking about Python only.
Yeah.
So same property is there in it. Since we're taking Python into the Databricks, it's same to same only.
And immutable, the thing which is coming from core from the Python base.
Yes, yes. Okay, and so these data types are going to help you to store only, let me say,
And it is applies to other objects also, not only data type, it applies for others. Immutable.
which data types?
Not data type. In general, the Python, the objects which is handling within the Python.
Mhm.
So the immutable, it is applicable to everything.
Only for these data types only.
Okay.
There are few more data types are there. Like we have a tuple. So tuple is also immutable. You cannot modify the value.
Yeah.
Okay, so list is there. List is immutable. List is possible to change the values inside the list. Okay, so these data types till now we have seen the basics of, I mean to say, fundamental data types. Now, if I wanted to store, like when you go for table, the table is going to have something like a employee number, employee name, job, salary, and so on. So if I wanted to store this kind of data, if I want to store only employee number, I don't have a problem. I can use this fundamental data types. But if I wanted to store the collection of values, okay, so if you wanted to store the one row, if you wanted to store one row, then these data types are not going to be suitable. Okay, so these data types are suitable only if you wanted to store only single value. But if you wanted to store as a row, then we have to use collection data types. So collection data types we have a list is there, we have a tuple is there, we have a set is there, and we have a dictionary. Okay, so these are all the collection data types. Okay, advanced data types or collection data types. We can call any kind of naming standard. You can feel that what it is going to do. The list of items we can store or collection of items we're going to store. Because of that reason, we are calling them as a collection data types. So now I wanted to show you how we can keep the collection data types. Somewhere I have written this one. At a higher level, I'm just giving it, but we are going to see little more in detail. So list is one of the collection data types. It is used to define collection of items. Okay, so collection of items, and I'll keep one the Python basics file, PDF files. I'll keep it. All the definitions will be there. I don't want to go in that particular depth because it kills a lot of time in the Python. So because of that reason, I'm just taking in a different approach. But if you're much more interested, then you can also go with that particular PDF file. Okay. So this is going to help you to keep the list of items. If you wanted to specify the list of items, then you can use this list, and it is a it is used to specify or define the collection of items, and it allows to keep all kind of data types. It allows you to modify items in the list. So we can modify the items inside the list. It supports indexing and slicing. I'm just giving some few things here, but before going to this list, even the similar kind of thing, we can do it in the string data types. String operations, I wanted to say.
Bhaskar, will this list will accept duplicate values, Bhaskar, or like only unique values?
Duplicates it allows duplicates. Even that point also we can keep. It allows duplicates. Okay, so let me come across this first string operations, then we'll see. It allows to modify, not this one. It supports indexing and slicing. So what is this indexing and slicing? So let me say here, I'm just saying name equals to Databricks.
Bhaskar, what is this string operation?
Like if you wanted to apply any operations on the string, like if you want to convert them into uppercase, how you can convert it? Or if you want to take only this part, then how you can take it?
Like, single word or the whole?
Anything
Uh,
that you are
whole
going to
item?
apply on a string is a string operations.
Okay.
In SQL Server, I'll keep my SQL sessions recording. You just go through them. Okay, so because I recommend to go with the recording of the SQL, and because SQL, I'm also going to touch in a Spark SQL. Okay, so some people are going to be aware of SQL, so I recommend to go with recording. I'll keep in a one module in the same place, you can access it. But this Python is completely on live only. Okay, so whatever the string operations that you have done in the SQL, the same thing can be done here. Okay, so that is what the string operations I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have a Databricks here is the name. Now I want to get only this first 4 characters. I wanted to get the first 4 characters. So if you wanted to get the first 4 characters, basically the string operations is going to support indexing. Okay, so indexing means indexing and slicing both are important for strings and collection data types, especially list and tuple. These are going to support indexing. Based on the index only, they're going to work. And in Databricks or in PySpark, we have a concept called RDD, Resilient Distributed Data Set. So that works with the indexing. So because of that reason, I just wanted to take you through the indexing. So indexing is used to get a specific characters. So if I wanted to get any specific character, then I can use this indexing. Let's say, for example, how exactly this is going to work here is, let me take into Excel because my pen is not working for some reason. Databricks. Okay, so this is what we are having it. This is what I'm having. So indexing means the positions of the character. The positions of the characters, we can say indexing. So basically in SQL Server, indexing starts from the 1. And whereas in Python, the indexing is going to start from 0, 1, 2, something like this. The same thing, if you take it into SQL Server, it starts from the 1. Okay, so I'm just going to say here 0, 1, 2, okay, so something like this, it is going to have it. So this is the positive index. Let's say okay, no worries. Went something. Okay, so this is the positive index. And this side is a negative index. So how this negative index is going to work is, it is going to say -1, -2, -2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. -10, -9, okay, so something like this, it is going to be there. So this is a positive index and this is a negative index. If I wanted to get only D, if I wanted to get only D character, then you can use this positive index or you can use the negative index. Let me show you. So here I'm writing right. So I wanted to get only B. To get the B, what you can do is, the variable is name. So indexing, always we are going to use the square braces. The name of the variable, I can say syntax, variable name and indexing position. So here name is the variable and indexing is the 0. I wanted to get the first character. Just execute it. and see the result. I wanted to see the last character. I wanted to see the last character. So last character means 9. So I'm going to say name of 9. Let's execute it. It is showing S. It is not showing D. So if you want to see that, then you can use print function. Print of name of 0 and print of name of 9. So this is going to be positive index. Okay, so this approach we can say it is a positive index, and the indexing is going to they're going to return a single characters only. Okay, indexing always used to get a specific character or specific or single character. So if you want to get the multiple characters, then you have to go for slicing. So slicing will be used to get the multiple characters, and indexing will be used to get the single character. Now, I wanted to get the same characters with negative indexing. I don't know what is the last character indexing. So if we see here, you can see now it is having a Databricks. So you can say S is my last character, and you can get the 9. But if you're not in a position to identify what is the indexing position to get last character, then we can use in a different way to get it. Print of name of -1. So if you use the -1, that is negative index. So automatically it is going to give the last character. Gives last character in the string. And this is going to gives first character in the string. Let's execute it, and you can see the same result here. Okay, so this is important when we go for RDD. Okay, so not only RDD, even if you wanted to deal with the list, then definitely you need to know about it. Here, basically it is a string, but what happens is the string is going to be having a indexing. So because of that reason, we are able to do the indexing as well as slicing in the string operations. Now, what is this slicing? It is used to get collection of characters. Okay, so we are going to have a syntax is something like this. Variable name then we are going to have a start and end. So starting range and ending range, you are going to have it. So because of that reason, you can specify from where to where we are going to take the characters. And I just wanted to give one note here. Ending index should be always deducted 1. So what does it mean? I'll tell you. So I'm just taking the same name. So I wanted to take the data, not a single character. I wanted to take the data up to here. I wanted to take it. So if I wanted to take up to here, then what we can do is we can use name of the starting is 0. If you see here, I need this part. I need only this particular part. So if I wanted to take this part, your starting index should be 0 only. The starting index should be 0 and ending index is 3. Basically it is 3. But if you take 3, the ending index is always going to be deducted with 1. So 3 minus 1 means up to 2 is going to get it. So when we take any character, when we take any text, we have to consider the upper bound index. So here upper bound index is the 4. So I'm just going to keep the 4 here. 0, colon, if I say 3, what it is going to give, just observe. Here it is giving a dat. But if we have to say it is a 4 because upper bound character we have to take it. Now you can see the data. Now to get the bricks, how can you do it? So to get the bricks, your starting position is what? 4. Your ending position is 10. Just observe. Starting position is 4. Ending position is 10. Now you can see the bricks. Okay, and this is one of the way. Another way is we don't need to specify the ending index. I can say for the same thing, name 4 colon, you just leave it. It is going to get the same result. I'm just going to give a print for everything. Let's execute it. And you can see the same result. The same way for this also. So I don't need to give a starting. I can give starting always by default, it is going to take a 0 if you don't give it. Now you can see. Okay, so I wanted to explain one thing here. This is an interview question. Can you write Python code to reverse the string? Name equals to Bhaskar. And if you wanted to reverse it, we don't need to go for function. We don't need to write too much things. Okay, so we can use the slicing to reverse it. Name of colon colon minus 1. Just remember it. You can see it is reversed. The string is reversed.
Yeah, Bhaskar, if you use the reverse function,
It works with reverse also. I think reverse function is there or not, need to check.
okay.
But apart from, they may ask like, without using, if there is a reverse, I'm saying, without reverse and without slicing, how can you do it? So if that is the case, we have to use the loops. Okay, so we need to use the loops to handle it. Okay, then now I wanted to show you few functions against with the string. Okay, so what functions are there? String functions. Okay, so we'll see the string functions on tomorrow. We are going to have a session on tomorrow. Okay, so I hope you are following with me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Bhaskar.
Am I going too slow? Is that fine?
We can maintain same flow, Bhaskar. I think
Okay,
this is good.
okay then. Okay, so try for using this community edition. Okay, so I feel community edition is better and better for explanation, so that you cannot see what is coming in the next lines. But working point of view, it is dead easy. Okay, so once upon a time, maybe it was difficult, but now it is very, very easy because we have a AI. Okay, then we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for that.